This is the Marzocco Jay, and it might be one of the craziest grinders I've ever had on my coffee bar. At first glance, it looks exactly how you would expect the Marzocco grinder to look. Clean, industrial, premium, and honestly, next to a Linear Mini, it just looks perfect. But of course, this grinder is not just about looks. Inside, you get 68mm flat burrs designed by Marzocco, a powerful motor, timed dosing, a very clean portafilter workflow, a low retention design, and one of the easiest cleaning systems I've ever seen on an espresso grinder. So in this video, I want to find out what it's actually like to use this grinder. We will talk about the design, specs and features, speed, retention, noise, the espresso workflow, a taste test, cleaning it. I will talk about the price, the pros and cons, and finally who this grinder is actually for. Because let's be honest, this is not a cheap grinder. So the real question is not just, is it good? The real question is, does it justify the price? Let's start with the design, because this is what everybody will notice first. The Jay looks very Marzocco. It has that same industrial, clean, slightly commercial design language that you also know from machines like the Linear Mini, the Linear Micra or the GS3. And especially when you place it next to a Linear Mini, it doesn't look like a random grinder next to your machine. It looks like it belongs there. The proportions are also really nice. It is around 47 cm tall, 21 cm wide and 36 cm deep. So it is definitely not a tiny grinder, but it's also not a ridiculously huge grinder for a serious flat burr espresso setup. It has enough presence on the counter to feel premium, but it doesn't completely dominate the whole setup. The grinder weighs around 12 kilograms and you can definitely feel that. It feels very planted, very solid and very stable when you adjust the grind, insert the portafilter or start the grinding process. Nothing feels cheap or lightweight here. The hopper holds up to 1 kilogram of coffee, which is obviously a lot for home use. In a cafe, restaurant, office or small commercial environment, that makes total sense. At home, I personally wouldn't fill the entire hopper unless I go through coffee very quickly. I would rather add smaller amounts and keep the rest in the coffee bag. But just from the workflow perspective, the capacity is there. The interface is very simple. You have a small display, physical buttons, timed dosing and a portafilter activated grinding workflow. There is no huge touchscreen, there is no overcomplicated menu and no unnecessary gimmicks. And I actually really like that. It feels like a proper tool, just like you would use it in a cafe. And design-wise, I think Marzocco absolutely nailed it. I think this grinder just becomes a part of the look and feel of your whole coffee setup. Now let's talk about the specs and features. The most important part is obviously the burr set. The Marzocco Jay uses 68mm flat burrs designed by Marzocco specifically for this grinder. And that is important because this grinder is clearly built around espresso. The burrs are tuned for espresso, the workflow is built around portafilter dosing, and the whole design makes the most sense in an espresso setup. The grinder has stepless grind adjustment, which is exactly what you want for espresso. You're not jumping between clicks, you can make tiny adjustments and really dial in your shot properly. The Jay uses timed dosing. You can choose between a single dose, a double dose and continuous mode. To adjust the grind time, you simply hold the button, change the time with the plus and minus buttons and confirm it. It's very simple. No complicated setup. There is no app needed for the basic workflow. Just select your dose, insert the portafilter and grind. The motor is very powerful and the Jay can grind 18 grams of coffee in just under 5 seconds, which is ridiculously fast. Another very interesting feature is the burr chamber design. The grinder uses a 45-degree burr chamber, which is designed to help the coffee exit more easily and reduce retention. Marzocco also says that the grinder retains less than 2 grams of coffee in the grinding chamber. That is very promising for an on-demand espresso grinder. And then there is probably my favorite feature, the magnetic burr carrier. Instead of having to remove several screws and spend ages opening the grinder, the Jay allows very quick access to the burr chamber. The upper burr carrier is held magnetically, so cleaning the grinder is much faster and much easier than on many traditional grinders. That is a huge advantage because let's be honest, if cleaning a grinder is annoying, most people don't do it often enough. Before removing the hopper, you just have to turn this wheel to close the hopper so you don't spill beans everywhere. Small detail, but very useful. Overall, the feature set is very focused. This is not a crazy experimental single dosing grinder and it's not a filter coffee grinder. This is more of a premium, fast, espresso-focused, on-demand grinder with a very clean workflow. Now let's test the things that everyone wants to know with a grinder: speed, retention and noise. Marzocco claims that the Jay can grind an espresso dose of 18 grams in just 5 seconds, which is ridiculously fast. I am currently between grind setting 5 and 6, which is very fine, and I'm getting 16 grams of coffee in around 6 seconds. So technically 18 grams in 5 seconds are definitely possible, but with a coarser grind size. The coffee comes out very fluffy, very even looking and with very little clumping. Many times I didn't even use my WDT anymore because the grounds were pretty much perfect. Now and then I still used my WDT just because it's part of my espresso workflow, but the grind output itself looks really clean. Now let's talk about retention. Marzocco designed the Jay with a 45-degree burr chamber to reduce retention, and they claim that the grinder retains less than 2 grams of coffee. For me, what a grinder like this is all about is less about how many grams are left in the grinder, but more about how consistent the grinder is. That's why I'm going to try it a few times in a row. I currently have it set so that it grinds about 16 grams, so I'll show you just how big the difference is between different grinds, so if you use it back to back. The first grind gave me 16.1 grams of coffee. Let's try it again. Okay, 16.1 grams again, so exactly the same result. Now I do it one more time, so we have 3 grinds in a row. Let's see how that goes. Okay, this time we ended up with exactly 16 grams of coffee, and I think that just shows how consistent this grinder is. I think the biggest difference I ever had in grinding back to back was a 0.3 grams difference, which I still think is more than okay for a grinder like this. Because we are not talking about a single dosing grinder with bellows, we are talking about a basically commercial grinder with a big hopper. So I'm very impressed by this result. Now let's talk about the noise. For this, I'm going to be using the Decibel X app on my iPhone, and I will put it next to the grinder, grind my typical dose, and let's see how loud it is. Because it feels really quiet, but I haven't tested it before, so let's see. I hope that you can read it. It says 76.5 decibels, which is a very decent result. I think the Niche Zero was in a very similar range, and the Niche also has a very pleasant sound, so I would definitely rate the Jay as quiet and pleasant. You can still talk while grinding. Overall, the Jay is fast, retention is low, and the noise level is very low, especially considering how powerful and fast this grinder is. Now let's finally make espresso, because this is clearly what the Jay was designed for. For today's recipe, I'm using a very good coffee. It's a 90% Arabica, 10% Robusta blend. And this is the setup I'm using. I'm aiming for around 17.5 grams in and around 40 grams out in roughly 30 seconds. The workflow is very simple. I have already selected my dose. I insert the portafilter, push it forward, and the grinder starts. And that's it. The dose is ground in just a few seconds and the coffee lands nicely in the portafilter. What I like here is how effortless the workflow feels. There is no dosing cup, no transfer, no shaking, no bellows and no extra step. You simply grind directly into the portafilter. I won't use my WDT now, because I guess if you would buy this grinder for your cafe, you also wouldn't use a WDT. I just use my leveler, tamp, and lock in the portafilter and pull the shot. This is exactly the type of workflow where the Jay makes sense. It feels fast, clean, consistent and professional. Especially if you make multiple coffees back to back, this grinder is very convenient. And this is where I think that you have to understand what this grinder is for. It's not a grinder for people who want to weigh every bean, use your WDT, spray RDT, use a blind shaker, bellows and change beans every shot. The Jay is about a fast, espresso focused workflow. And for that, it feels excellent. Okay, now let's taste the espresso. The first thing that I can say is that it's tasting really good. The first thing that I notice is a lot of body. The shot has a really nice texture. It feels thick, it feels sweet, it feels balanced. It's a very good cup of espresso. What I really like about the Jay is that the espresso doesn't taste thin or hollow. It's really thick and syrupy. That is basically all I want from an espresso. And the cool thing is that it can do both. It can do lighter roasts and darker roasts. In my case, I have a medium roast and this is just the perfect espresso. And I've also tried it with light roasted coffee and you're still not missing clarity. And when I say it's good for espresso, I mean it's good for espresso based drinks. So you can also make excellent flat whites, cappuccinos and so on. And I'm going to finish this espresso now. Now you might be wondering, what about pour over? And honestly, I'm not going to be doing a full pour over test with the Jay in this review, because that is simply not what the grinder is designed for. La Marzocco themselves say that the Jay is not designed for filter coffee, it's not ideal for it. They have specifically tuned the burrs for espresso. Technically, you can make pour over coffee with it, but the burrs are designed to grind very fine for espresso, and they are very good at that, so we stick to espresso. If your main focus is pour over, I wouldn't recommend this grinder. But if your focus is espresso, the Jay is very interesting. Now let's talk about cleaning, because this is one of the most interesting parts of the Jay. Then the first thing to do is to remove the hopper. After that, you can remove the jute cover and access the burr chamber. And this is where the Jay is genuinely impressive. The upper burr carrier is magnetic, so you can remove it very quickly. On many grinders, opening the burr chamber is annoying. You need tools, screws and patience. And sometimes you are worried about losing your grind settings. With the Jay, it feels much more approachable. You remove the burr carrier and suddenly you have direct access to the burrs and the grinding chamber. From there, you can brush out old coffee particles and use a vacuum to clean the chamber properly. And that is a huge advantage, because if a grinder is easy to clean, you are much more likely to actually clean it regularly. The hopper can be cleaned separately if needed, but it has to be completely dry, so make sure it's not wet when putting it back on the grinder. For me, this cleaning system is one of the biggest strengths of the Jay. It feels practical, well thought out and very user-friendly. And especially for a grinder that can be used in a cafe or a restaurant, easy maintenance is a big deal. Now we have to talk about the price. The La Marzocco Jay is around 1,900 euros in Europe. Boom. Yes, that's expensive. There is no way around it. And if you only care about making good espresso for the lowest price possible, I wouldn't recommend the grinder to you. There are way cheaper grinders that can make excellent espresso as well. Especially in the home market, there are many single dosing grinders that offer very good espresso for a lot less money. But also the Jay is not trying to compete with budget home espresso grinders. You're paying for the design, the build quality, the speed, the workflow, the low retention burr chamber, the easy cleaning system, and the fact that it fits beautifully in the La Marzocco ecosystem. So the value depends heavily on what you want. If you want a premium fast espresso grinder and you go through a lot of coffee, then I think it could make sense for you at home. The Jay is definitely a luxury product. A very good one, but still a luxury product. So let's summarize the pros and cons. Starting with the pros, number one, the design. The grinder looks incredible, especially next to a La Marzocco machine. Second, the speed. Grinding an espresso dose in just a few seconds makes the workflow feel extremely fast and efficient. Third, the espresso workflow. Insert the portafilter, grind, level, temp, pull the shot. It feels simple and professional. Fourth, the grind quality. The grounds are fluffy and clean, and the espresso I've made with the Jay has been sweet, full-bodied and consistent. Fifth, the cleaning. The magnetic burr carrier is genuinely useful and makes cleaning much easier than on many other grinders. And the final pro, retention. For an on-demand hopper grinder, the retention feels very well controlled. Now the cons. First, the price. Around 1,900 euros is a lot of money, especially for home users. Second, it's not a filter coffee grinder. Technically, pour over is possible, but the burrs are designed and tuned for espresso, so it's simply not perfect. Third, the hopper is very large for home use. For commercial use, that's great. At home, I personally would probably not fill it completely. Fourth, because the burrs are specifically designed by La Marzocco for this grinder, this is not the grinder I would buy if my main goal was burr swapping and endless modification. So the Jay has very clear strengths, but it also has a very clear target group. I think to answer this question, we have to separate between two groups: home use and commercial use. For home use, I think it only makes sense if you go through a lot of coffee and you make at least 5 to 10 espresso based drinks every day. Otherwise I would definitely see it as an overkill. This grinder definitely deserves to be in a cafe, restaurant, office or any other place where lots of coffee is made, and for that case it's excellent. You can grind back to back, the quality is always the same, the quality is very good, the build quality is awesome, so you don't have to worry about anything breaking, and the easy maintenance is a big pro as well. It doesn't matter if it's a dark roast, medium roast or a light roast, this grinder can do everything. I've made some of the best flat whites, some of the best espressos using this grinder. I'm very impressed by it. By saying that I think it's more made for a commercial setup, this only shows how good the grinder is. But if you pull lots of shots at home, this grinder is also very good for home use. Don't get me wrong. It's just a very expensive grinder and there are lots of cheaper options, but if you go for the Jay, you will have great coffee every single day. So this was my review of the Marzocco Jay. Let me know in the comments what you think about this grinder. Would you buy it for your home? Are you going to use it in your cafe or your office? I would like to know. If you have any questions, just ask me. I try to answer all of the questions you ask. And if you enjoyed this video, it would be amazing if you would give it a thumbs up and maybe you'll leave a subscribe on my channel so you'll see my next videos. And I'll see you in the next one.